of money. This turned out to be like $18.99 a pound, and it was just over 7.1 pounds or something like that. I buy the ribeye roast so that I know that I'm getting ribeyes, because ribeye is my favorite cut of meat. I like mine thumb size when I'm cutting it, so it's about a inch or so, and I'm putting the markings on there. You can definitely buy already cut steaks. I think they're too big sometimes, and so I cut them in half, but that still doesn't give you the quantity that you would get out of a roast. Like this was $97, I think, for 3 ribeye steaks, and I would have to cut those in half, so I would only get 6 steaks for $97. I didn't see the value in it, so I never get those. I also could have got the thin cut ones, but they're just cut a little too thin for me, to the point that the steak gets a little crunchy. So I try to keep it at like a thumb's length like this, and my steaks come out perfect. This is the one I was talking about where it's the thin cut. It would have saved me $20. That was $112, and I paid $135. So it would save me about $20. But again, I like to process my own meats. I'm learning as I go. I've been doing this, like I said, a couple of years, and it's really easy to do. And like I said, I get about 13 to 14 steaks. And you can cut off that excess fat if you want. What I do is, when I'm getting ready to cut the steak off, I'll cut it off, and then I'll just melt it down and put it in a jar and use that as something to grease my pan for later, for eggs or something like that, or put it in around the edge of whatever I need some oil for. Instead of using the actual oil, I use the excess fat off of that steak. It's called beef tallow. Very easy to use on just about anything. So I think I got a total of 13 steaks. That breaks down to about $10.40 per steak. So I think it was a pretty good deal. And I got my deal at Costco. I'm a Costco girly through and through.